everybody. What's up? Welcome back to Saturday night. Welcome back to ROM Hack Races. I hope you all are doing well. Thanks for dropping by. How's it going? We're ready to start. We got a fun level tonight for everybody. It's week 264 tonight. Our maker tonight is Blaagon with 2 G's. Got to spell it with both. The level is called Oomfie Cave. And maybe getting ahead of myself a little bit. If you're new, if you don't know what's up, this is ROM Hack Races, and every Saturday we have a fresh new Super Mario World Kaizo level that no one has ever seen before, except the makers and the testers, of course, and the racers are just going to have to improvise. It's a sight reading competition with, they gotta use their skills, gotta figure it out on the fly, but they do know a couple of things ahead of time. We have testers behind the scenes who test these levels for us, and they give it a difficulty ranking so that the racers can know what they're getting into. This week's level tonight, Oomfie Cave by Blaagon, at a 6 out of 10 for execution, a 5 out of 10 for complexity. The racers know that there are 2 sections, and they are rated 4 out of 10 for length, and they also know that good level design can feel like magic, so we'll have to see what's up with that. Our testers this week, thank you so much for volunteering their time to test the level behind the scenes. This week, Mithrillionaire, SolveForX, and RB Pimlico were helping us out. We have, wow, oh my gosh, looking at this list, 21. Wow, this is awesome, actually. I love to see this. 21 folks have signed up to race tonight, and we have scouts who are watching all of the races and letting us know who to rotate in on the restream, so hopefully you will see all the clears. Those scouts tonight are Fen, who is also running the restream for us, Blue Ribbon High Life, Kelgand, and Star-Lord. Thank you so much for doing that. Kelgand also helping us out with all kinds of tech stuff behind the scenes, but we got a race going on. So, in alphabetical order, these are the brave individuals who have signed up tonight. 3D Salmon, B2DE, Bart Simpson, Bleep Bloop Blorp 64, Ender of Games, Endless Ascent, Germdove, Halcyon, welcome back, Ike SMB, Jank Pickle, Louis Duce, Muzzle, Nathan MG, Proto Pizza, Revelug, Ricardo DeMello, Roke Games, Shovda, You Fail Me, Yuri Densetsu, and Zaplex. Really rounding out that alphabet. We got like numbers all the way to Z. I like that very much. The scouts are going to be watching everybody and letting us know who is in the lead, who we should rotate on the restream, and hopefully y'all will get to see a fun time. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to ask in chat if you'd like to learn a little bit more about SMW mechanics or Kaizo or what's going on here. I'm Glitch, you probably knew that, but I will be bringing you the play-by-play tonight. If you want to find out a little bit more, feel free to ask or check out romhackraces.com, our official website where you can download this patch, plus any of the other patches from all 264 weeks that we've had. It's a lot of fun. It's a good way to play a little bite-sized Kaizo challenge. You don't have to commit to a whole hack. You can just try a ROM hack race level. Or, hey, maybe you want to hang out and talk shop with us. Drop by the Discord server. That's on the website. And you can hang out, play some Kaizo, and learn a little bit more about SMW. I hope you all are feeling good. Yo, thanks for hanging out tonight. Get ready for some fun. Geez, we're getting going a little early here. How are you? How's your day? I hope everybody's feeling good. And yeah, y'all were asking about EU friendly times. We're a volunteer community, and we do what we can in the time that all of our lives allow. So we're always working on more stuff. We could always use some more volunteers too. But get ready. We're ready to start here pretty soon. We got B2DE, You Fail Me, Muzzle, and Revelug ready to start. So some very strong players. You're going to see good racers racing against other good racers, kind of John Madden style. And that's how you know you got a good ROM hack race. This is always a challenge of consistency and one-shots. Whether or not the racers are going to be consistent at the parts that they've already learned, or whether they will be able to one-shot a brand new obstacle and take the lead. It is a sight-reading challenge. None of these racers know what they're in for, and we all get to watch. So, no lead is safe. Stay on the edge of your seat. Just stay comfy too. And let's hang out. We're ready to go. It's ROM Hack Races 264 Oomfie Cave from Blaagon. Let's see what it has for us. Paw, 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 paw. Let's go. Whoa, all right, what have we here? Lots of stuff going on. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. Check it out. First things first, I think all the racers have noticed this. We have got sprite stacks. I don't know if these are the classic D4 sprite stacks, but we have got them. Normally in Mario World, you can't stack a sprite on another sprite. That's a Mario Maker thing. But here, we're stacking the little PlayStation symbols magic. That's what the Magic Koopa shoots out. And here that sprite is being stacked on top of a bullet to start out and looks like on a shell. So the stack will move kind of like with Mario Maker rules, that the everything that's stacked up will move together. So the magic is moving with that bullet bill, and it's also staying above the red shell. Oh yeah, look it out for Muzzle and Revelug here at the bottom of your screen. They figured out this first obstacle, the outlined blocks, those blue outlines that you see, those are outlined Kaizo blocks. And if they hit them, they will not be able to go up through. They can only pass down from the bottom. So starting out the level, spin jumping on that Magic Koopa magic. The only jump that you could land on that with is a spin. And then moving over. Yo, you fail me? All right. So we got some progress. First things first, they got to get across this gap, and they're going to have to pick up that red shell with the magic stacked on top of it. Look out for Revelug. Oh, yo, Revelug in the lower right. Big sight reads going on. And if Revelug can figure out, yeah, that was good. So they got a one-shot on that obstacle, and that means they have a little bit more knowledge. And maybe they might not be able to capitalize on that, but here goes You Fail Me, too. In the upper right, they've got to about the same point. Revelug maybe in the lead a little bit. So some really cool stuff as the racers kind of have to think with the gimmick. Here goes Revelug. Now this is consistency. There we go. This is what I'm talking about with that consistency. Revelug has seen a little bit more of the level than anybody else, but can they be consistent enough to get back there where they need to be working on their strats? One thing to take note of, this level has these white note blocks, and they bounce on all sides. Those are two different note blocks. You can have the bounce from the top note blocks, and you also have the ones that bounce on all sides. That is being used to get the players moving through these sections a little faster. You fail me. Oh, watch out. And hey, welcome back. It's Halcyon in the upper left. They've been taking some time off, so you bet they're going to be fresh and ready to go here. Yeah, Halcyon definitely knows what they want with this red shell, but it's Revelug in the lower right. They want to hit that. Yeah, they've got it. Yo! Whoa! Whoa! Big checkpoint. And that's that consistency coming in clutch for Revelug. They saw what to do, and they had to hit that's an outlined invisible question block. When you hit it, it will destroy sprites that are adjacent to it. They needed to hit it quickly to destroy the magic that was stacked on top of the bullet. Here goes Halcyon for their try. Oh, and You Fail Me's in the pipe. We've got a race now. It's You Fail Me and Revelug in the right side of your screen on the second checkpoint. Looks like Halcyon isn't going to be too far behind here. So now the second section, what have we got going on? More sprite stacking. We've got the Magic Koopa magic. Remember, only spin jump for that Magic Koopa magic. We've got that stacked up on the walking Koopa, and we're going to have to make a quick route. Get through. They're going to have to figure it out. I'll be real, this is my first time seeing this level too. I didn't have a chance to test this week. So I am reacting along with everyone else. Maybe Louis Duce will know what to do in the lower left corner. Never one to get hung up for too long. Here goes Halcyon in the upper left for their try. Yeah, they know not to spin jump on that bullet, and they are in the pipe. So we got 4 for 4. A quick one tonight. A quick one. We've had some very tough levels recently, so I gotta feel like everyone's kind of enjoying the little break that we're having here. It's Halcyon, You Fail Me, Louis, and Revelug. So everybody kind of trying to work this out now. They definitely want... Yeah, they got to hit those yellow turn blocks to get the Koopa to walk through there, because the Koopa is 2 tiles high because the magic is stacked on its back. And we're going to have to get the Koopa through there because they clearly need the Koopa at the other end of that sequence in order to have something to jump on. Only Big Mario, I'm sure you know, but only Big Mario can break the turn blocks with a spin jump. Small Mario will not break them. Looks like Louis, keep your eye on the lower left. Louis might have an idea here. Whoa, Revelug, whoa. What is this? Yo, that's a really good strat. And I'm thinking Revelug and Louis look like they have this pretty much figured out. Off the top of my head, unfortunately, no, I don't know what the music is. So wow, look at this, Revelug dropping. Yeah, they grab the red shell and then they drop it into that gap so it slides along. Because if you're looking, take a look at anybody's screen and you'll see that little silver, it looks like a gate almost, like a little silver net that's over the lava. I'm sure most of you know, but for those that don't, that's a 1F0 tile. it puts any sprite that touches it into an infinite state of falling. And if they're falling, in Mario World, there really isn't any friction for those kinds of things. So a sprite, like a shell, will just slide along that 1F0 until it comes to a stop by hitting something that isn't a 1F0 tile. So anything that's dropped onto that tile will just continue its momentum and just slide without losing it. And that's how Revelug is able to get that red shell over. Looks like Louie has the same idea, though. So that's definitely probably what you do in this setup. And looks like Louie, Louie, we can see a door, so this is encouraging. Remember, the racers do know that the sections are just rated 4 out of 10 for length. So this might be a level where a one-shot at the end here is really going to make a difference. We are all tied up right now. It's anybody's game. Revelug, though, look out! Whoa, here goes Louis Duce in the lower left. That's an interesting, man, I don't even know what's going on there. That's a weird little bit of tech. Why? I think that's some custom stuff. When the Koopa kicks the shell, it turns into a yellow Koopa, and now it's stacked up. There's a yellow Koopa stacked on top of the original shell. I don't know why that's happening, actually. Yeah, here we go for Revelug. They kick the shell, and then when it touches that block, it turns into a yellow Koopa. And I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that's happening. There's just some sort of magic going on. It's the oh, yeah, the magic hitting the turn block. Is that a vanilla interaction? That's very strange. Oh, that's really clever. Oh, I get it. No, I get it. In vanilla Super Mario World, Magic Koopa magic will touch blocks and turn them into other sprites. You'll see that in Castle number 3, in the vanilla game where Magic Koopa pops out. That's what's happening here. It is a vanilla interaction. The Magic Koopa magic is moving forward and it touches the yellow turn block, turning the yellow turn block into a yellow Koopa. That's really clever. What a cool setup. That is a vanilla interaction. Well, it's magical. Amazing. Yeah, that's what's up. So You Fail Me's definitely figured this out. Revelug has got this. Yeah, it's a chocolate gimmick helping a vanilla interaction work. That's a very, very cool setup. Yo, big shoutouts. Thank you so much, Blaagon, for making this level for us tonight. So You Fail Me, Revelug here, trying to figure out what they want. Oh my gosh, Revelug. They have got it. So, you boost off a sprite or get a big bounce if you hold the jump button when you contact it. You do not get that bounce if you are spin jumping. You will just crush right through the object. We need to figure out how to get under the low-hanging muncher. You Fail Me maybe has an idea here. Now, some people, yeah, You Fail Me, oh, they know it too. Oh my gosh. A lot of people have been spin jumping on that yellow Koopa red shell, but it looks like Revelug, oh, they know it. They know what to do. Revelug and You Fail Me right now, tied. It is one run away. You Fail Me, maybe? This is their chance. Can they get it? You Fail Me in the upper. No. Oh my gosh, this is so close. Here goes Revelug again, lower right. Oh man, the shell, they know. They just want to use that yellow shell to shell jump off the wall and stall for time so that the platform will move back underneath their feet. And they're both, yeah, You Fail Me and Revelug both know exactly what they want to do here, but who's going to pull it off first? This is anybody's game. It's coming down right to consistency. Keep your eyes on the right-hand side. Here goes You Fail Me in the upper right. For the win, Revelug right below. Revelug. Yo. Uh-oh. Oh, we know about this. No, watch out. It's the vanilla. It's the vanilla exit. Oh, yo, Revelug's got it. GG. Nicely done. Hey, with all the tough levels that we've had, I think a sub 10-minute clear for a race is a very, very nice thing. Really cool level this week. That was fun. We got more ROM hack races. Just keep your butt in your seat here. But we're looking for to round out the first podium. See who else is making moves. Sub 10 is a very good time. Nice job. Revelug for the win. Well played, well played. If you're just joining us here, the gimmick is sprite stacking. Magic Koopa magic is stacked on top of the sprites. You can only spin jump on the Magic Koopa magic, and you gotta make your way through. What place? First. Number 1. Oh, you fail me. Ooh, so close. You fail me. Looking for that second place right now, but Louie, Germdove, and or Halcyon could have something to say about that. Louie, look out. Yeah, so Louie has also figured out you want to do a regular jump on that red and yellow Koopa stack. Yo, what's up, Jank Pickle? Coming in the lower right. Louie, So one thing to watch out for is that if you're holding a shell or a grab block, if you're holding an item that will destroy another sprite and you bounce on a sprite, you might just destroy both of them. Say you're holding a shell and you bounce on another moving shell. There's a chance that if those two things touch in that moment, you'll just destroy the thing you're bouncing on and not get a bounce. Sometimes when racers are going to bounce on the red shell and grab the yellow shell off the top of it, sometimes if they hit that red shell at too much of an angle, too close to the left side, the shell they're holding will collide with the one they're bouncing on. I'm kind of seeing it happen to Louie a little bit here in the lower left. That's kind of an SMW thing. Makers and racers do try to smooth that out as much as possible, but sometimes you just kind of have to get good at hitting the object where you need to hit it in order to avoid that sprite collision death. You'll see it happening now that I've mentioned it. When players go to bounce on the moving red shell and grab the yellow. Jank Pickle in the lower right. Watch out for the vanilla ending. That's the ending from Vanilla Dome, the secret exit in the vanilla game. And Jank Pickle coming out for the second place. Well done. Sub 13. You'll love to see it. GGJP. So everybody trying to just get in this door at the end. But yeah, that's something to kind of keep in mind. You know, that the sprite collision death. Say if you're holding a Goomba and you bounce on a shell, you're holding a shell and bouncing on another shell. Has this ever happened to you? The thing to do, if you're watch this scenario here, where you're bouncing on the moving red shell and you're grabbing the yellow shell off. Oh, excuse me, Louie. What's this? Louie doesn't need to worry about any of this. Louie's out. Louie's done. GG, man. Some good clears tonight. Some very fast stuff. You love to see it. Looks like You Fail Me's gonna get it. Oh yeah, we're in there. You Fail Me. Name kind of, I don't know. Username doesn't really check out. They really do a good job. Very often getting a great time on the level. Judging Kaizo contest. They haven't failed me once yet. I don't know. A little sus on that username. But yo, we're moving on. We got Halcyon, Yuri Densetsu, Roke, and Germdove looking for number 1 on the second podium. Roke! Yo, it's gonna be Roke Games! Let's go! Oh, yeah, watch out. I like that ending. I like that ending, the vanilla game ending. Nicely done, Roke. First place on podium number 2. It's not 4th place, it's number 1 on the second podium. The lowest place you could ever get is 3rd. We just keep having more podiums. We got a whole bunch of them in the back. I hope you all are having fun tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. If you're enjoying yourselves, don't forget to drop a follow. Come back and see us. We do these races every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We always have a fresh level. Welcome to sign up and race if you want or join the Discord. But yeah, drop a follow and come back and hang out with us anytime. Thanks for being around. We got more ROM Hack Race action. Halcyon, Yuri, Nathan, Germdove working on the final section, man. This is nice. I gotta say, you know, we've had a lot of really tough levels lately, and it's been cool. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun. But I gotta say, I think everyone's enjoying the little bit of a smoother ride this week. Some really cool setups and some fun action. I really like this one. Again, if anybody has any questions or if you got here late, please feel free to ask if you want to learn a little bit more about Kaizo or SMW mechanics or what have you. Yo, Ricardo DeMello, what's up in the upper left? Yo, oh, look out, Germ Dove. Looks like Ricardo. Oh my gosh, yo, whoa, Ricardo DeMello, let's go. Yo, what a strong play. Yo, that was great. Yo, Ricardo, no hesitation on that chuck at all. And they are out of here. Nicely done, Ricardo, that was good. Good stuff tonight. Louie, yo, thank you for the raid. Thanks. GG. Well played tonight. Y'all are doing great. We got B2. We got Yuri Densetsu. We got Nathan. We got Germ Dove. Yo, B2. Oh, man. So what do you got to do at the end there? I haven't really mentioned that. The Magic Koopa magic can also be destroyed by an up throw. You take an object, a Goomba, a grab block, in this case a shell, and you up throw it and that will destroy the magic. So they want to grab the yellow shell off of the moving red one, and they want to contact that red shell in such a way that when they grab the yellow shell, they are holding it out to the right of themselves. And at that point they have the yellow shell, but they want to throw it upward. The Magic Koopa magic is stacked on the gray platform. And when the Magic Koopa magic is destroyed from the shell being thrown, the platform starts to move, and that starts the whole sequence. Yo, hey, I want to give big shout outs to everybody that came and tried out tonight. There is not, the point of ROM hack races is to give people an entry point, and I just want to be sure, like, it is not all about the competition. It's about trying our best and learning a little more about Kaizo. I'm really happy to see new names on the list, and so if I could do some B2, I saw that, B2 in the upper left. But if I or we could do something to help this be a welcoming place for new people, that is good work to be done. I know the levels can be a little tricky sometimes, but there's absolutely no shame in having to come back later or giving it a try and saying, I'll give it a try again later. That is fine. That is all fine. We're all out here trying these hard levels, doing our best, learning a little bit more about Kaizo, and that's good work to be done. So thanks for coming to racing, no matter how you end up doing. It's all for fun. We got Muzzle, we got Yuri, we got Nathan, and Germ Dove. I don't know where this music is from. I don't know that one. I should probably have that info like every week, you know? Just like, what is this port? Yuri seems to be a little bit, seems to be thinking about some other idea here. Not sure what they're trying for. This is a level that really kind of gets the players thinking outside the box a little bit. Yeah, what I'm seeing are a lot of different approaches right now for the yellow and red shell part. The idea being to bounce once and then hang back to the left, but that can be tough to discern in a fast moment like that. So we're looking for folks right now to put together what are they doing at the yellow and red shell section. Because it's all kind of there on the screen if they look at it. You see Germ Dove there getting blocked by that turn block because the shell needs to go forward and hit that turn block once and bounce back. So if the racers are looking, that's the clue. That's the clue for that's the clue that the red shell needs to go forward first. So what we're waiting for is to just realize that, like, yeah, they want to hit that. Oh, yeah, Nathan, though, getting through with a spin jump. But you want to hit that red shell with a regular jump and then hang off to the left. Wait for it to come back, and then a big regrab into the gap that you need to be in. is a really funky track. I'm just sitting here kind of grooving, like, yeah. Give me your best vibe emotes in chat if you are enjoying this awesome soundtrack. And yo, hey, while we're hanging out here, I want to mention, ROM Hack Races is brought to you every week by a really dedicated community of volunteers. People who are willing to spend a little bit of their time throughout the week off stream, getting these races ready to go, testing the levels and making sure everything's shipshape. We could always use some more folks like that. If you're interested and would like to be a part of the Kaizo community a little bit more, if you'd like to use your skills to help us out, if you want to say hey to 3D Salmon in the upper left, if you're interested in being a level tester each week or being a scout or learning how to restream and helping us out with that, we would really appreciate that, and it's there for anyone if you'd like to jump in. You can check out more on romhackraces.com. We've got forms, volunteer forms on the website and the Discord. We're looking for some extra volunteers, and if anybody would like to join the crew and help us out, we would be really, really grateful. And you could do good work knowing that you're bringing fun ROM Hack Races to everybody each week. It's something we really like to do, and I think you might have fun too. So give it a try. Yo, thank you so much, Hydrophobic Walrus, for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. All your subs and bits go right back into the ROM Hack Race community, so we can keep bringing you these races. Thank you so much for helping us do that. Oh, you have an alarm set? Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm grateful, man. It's really nice that people make ROM Hack Races a fun little part of your Saturday. We love doing these things. We love bringing you these races, and it's a really good community builder type of thing. But it does take a village. So, thanks so much. If you're just joining us right now, we got 3D Salmon, Yuri Densetsu, Nathan MG, and Germdove all here working on the second section. We've got sprite stacking, and they've got to figure out how to arrange this shell. Looks like everybody's kind of hung up on this yellow shell obstacle. So we got to figure out what we're doing with that and make our way through. Man, this is a funky track. I'm loving it. How are y'all doing too tonight, chat? I hope you're feeling well, feeling comfy. Getting some time to rest, some time for you. It looks like everybody's kind of got this first part figured out, but we gotta figure out what's up on the second part. It's a very brainy kind of setup, so it might take a little bit before somebody realizes what needs to be done. Oh, look at that. Nathan, though. Nathan MG in the lower left. I think they have figured out what they want here. Yo, there it is, Nathan. Keep your eyes on the lower left-hand corner of your television. Nathan MG has got a big idea. There it is. Yo, they have, yeah, you see that. I love that moment. I really love that moment where the light bulb comes on and suddenly they're like, oh, I get it. I know that. I love that feeling of as being a player, you know, Nathan in Nathan's position right now. Just like, I know it. I know what to do. Get so much wind in your sails. It feels good. Oh, yeah, all right. So Nathan, yeah. So Nathan's dealing with, keep your eyes on this, because this is like, every week I try to find like a little thing to mention about the level that other people, other Kaizo players in chat could go and practice, or like a little like lesson to be learned. And this week's lesson is avoiding the sprite overlap kill. When you'd say you're holding one shell and you're bouncing on another shell, the way to avoid that in this scenario is to land as far to the right on the red shell as possible, because what you want to be doing is holding the object off to the side. You don't want to land, watch how if the racers land on the left side of the moving red shell, they will cause the yellow shell to collide and destroy it. So when they're making that rebounce, you want to aim right of center. Imagine that there's a line, an imaginary line drawn down the middle of the shell that cuts it into two halves. Think of the two halves of the shell as distinct regions, right? There's Nathan. Yeah, you'll watch that happen. Keep your eyes on Nathan, because they're doing it correctly. They're bouncing on the red shell on the far right side, and when they do, they're holding the yellow off in the air, and that makes it harder for the two sprites to collide and overlap. That's something that you should be aware of in all of your Kaizo situations. Normally, makers try to avoid that as much as possible, but there are situations where it just kind of happens and you can bounce better to avoid that happening. So next time you're dealing with something like that, where the thing you're holding is killing the thing you're jumping on, just try to remember to land in such a way that you're holding the object way off to the side. Remember that left-right hitbox. And there's Nathan. Yeah, look at that. Woo! That light bulb just comes right on. And they are out of here. GG. That was a very, very good clear. Looks like Halcyon is next in the upper right. That is true. Yes, some makers will put a sprite kill like that in intentionally to make you have to do a harder thing. That is true. That's also why a lot of times if you're holding an object and you're bouncing on something, like you're holding a shell and you're bouncing on a Koopa, a lot of times you will throw the object up as you're bouncing. And the reason you do that is so that you're not holding the object at the moment you're landing on it. Yo, here's Halcyon. Yo, thank you for the raid, Nathan. Really well played tonight. That light bulb just came on. You understood. You saw the light. And looks like Halcyon. Oh, they're gonna. Oh, look at this swag. Halcyon with the no boost kill on the Chuck. Just for a little bit of swag there at the end. Nicely done. They were showing off a little bit because it's hard to surf on a Chuck like that without getting a boost. All their jumps were low. They were showing off a little bit of skill there. Well earned. Welcome back. Yes. Welcome back, Halcyon. We've missed you. And yo, it's 3D Salmon. It's Shabda in the upper right, Ike SMB in the lower left, and Germdove in the lower right. This is a fun one. This is a really fun level to watch because you really you see the light bulb just go on. And that's really fun, I think, these races. This level really gets you kind of thinking outside of the box a little bit. You're not really doing like things that you would normally do. It's kind of cool. Yeah, Ike and Shabda both have some kind of interesting strats here as they try to figure out how to arrange all of this stuff. Dropping the shell and making it slide along the 1F0 is kind of, I think, like, it's a good obstacle, but I think that's where it might be messing them up a little bit. Because normally, like, when you have a shell, you're giving it to the kicking Koopa. And then the kicking Koopa kicks the shell, and that's what you jump on. But in this case, you're just using the stationary shell. And it's just different. It's not what you would expect. So I can understand why the racers are maybe feeling a little confused. Ike, yo! Ike, SMB. And they have got a strat that does the same thing. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Is that gonna work? We'll have to find out. Yeah, by not destroying both of the two blocks at the beginning, they're allowing the Magic Koopa magic to form early. and turn into a yellow Koopa early, and that's actually kind of complicating things a little bit. But Ike has been really good at thinking way outside the box. I'm actually always really fascinated to see what they do, because they always they cheesed last week's level in a preposterous way. And I mean that as a compliment, but just in a completely preposterous way that I did not even know was possible. They are a really creative player, and I'm really interested to see what they do here. Yeah, if y'all, there's a clip on Discord. If folks go back and watch it, they cheesed last week's level in just the most preposterous way. It's worth a watch. Oh, 3D Salmon! Oh! I was watching that. I was like, they're gonna get it for sure. Oh, they know it. They know it. So for those just joining us, once you've gotten over that part, keep your eye on 3D Salmon up in the upper left. They know what's up. Once they've gotten over that, they want to up throw that yellow shell and use it to destroy the Magic Koopa magic. Then they're on the platform. Except the platform swings off the wall where they can't stand on it. So the final trick is using that yellow shell to do a shell jump off the wall, and that stalls for time. It allows the platform to swing back into position, then they jump on it, they land on it, and they're good to go. Germ Dove also, they're right there. Yeah, I think we've seen that from Ike before. They're just sort of playing a different level, and it's like, I'm not sure if they don't, like, they have, it's like, I don't know, they're talented. I don't mean this in any kind of backhanded way, but it's like, they just go for it. Like, they just make this strat work, and I don't even know, like, I don't know what they're thinking right now, like, how they're gonna get this to work, but they clearly have an idea, and I really am just fascinated to see this all play out. Yeah, so Ike, yeah, they've managed to get the yellow Koopa. Oh my gosh, yeah, they have produced the same situation that they would have produced if they would have done the trick correctly, except now they have a yellow Koopa walking around, and so maybe they're thinking like this is all part of the plan or something. They could make this work. That's what's amazing about this. Yeah, they've produced the same situation that you want, where you're standing on it, you have the red shell goes forward and you get the yellow shell off of it. Oh, 3D Salmon. Fascinating. Germ Dove also. Yo, really, a lot of racers signed up tonight, and I just wanted to say thanks. And it's really cool to see new names, new friends, people trying this out. Welcome. I really hope you're enjoying yourselves. There it is. Yo, Germ Dove. Oh, and 3D Salmon. And 3D Salmon. 2 for 2. Let's go. We got the twofer. And yo, Germ Dove's out. 3D Salmon also out. That was awesome. That was really, yeah, that was good. Look at that. Look at that sync up. Love that. Love that. Now it's Muzzle in the lower right, Shovda in the upper right, Ike in the lower left, Yuri Densetsu in the upper, I don't know my directions. Yuri, Shovda, Ike, Muzzle. You figure it out. Like I always try to say, like, upper right, lower left, to get people, you know, just so you know where to look. So we'll see We'll see if Ike's super cheese here is gonna win the day. Thank you so much for the raid, 3D Salmon. What's up, what's up, what's up? Good clear, well played. Well played. Yeah, I think Shovda is trying to do, yeah. Shovda is caught up in like the tricky strat here. Like I said, normally you would give if you're presented with a shell and a kicking Koopa, your average Kaizo player is going to try to want to give the kicking Koopa the shell. And that because that's normally what you do. So I don't blame what Shovda's trying to do right now, which is kick that red shell over to the kicking Koopa to presumably create some action. It's tricky. It's a little bit of a counterintuitive trickery to have them drop the shell itself. And Ike with another chance at the super cheese. They're gonna get it! They're freaking gonna get it! That's so amazing. I am really, it is a treat. It is an absolute treat to watch. Ike SMB, y'all are great. It's a treat to watch all of you. But man, I cannot with some of these strats. It's really remarkable, actually, how they just managed to like come up with this stuff. Yeah, because now they've produced exactly the same situation that you would have produced if you would have done the intended strat. They've just gotten there in a really roundabout way. That's so cool. I think that's awesome. We need this. We need this kind of gameplay. Oh my god, yeah, that's it. It's over. It's over. Ike's got it. They're gonna get it, and they're gonna use that strat. I wonder, I'm just really, like, do they know that this isn't what you do? Or, like, I don't know. And it's interesting to me because sometimes, like, what's that famous story in mathematics about that one person who solved a really difficult problem in math because his instructor wrote it on the board and he thought it was homework? So he's just like, oh yeah, I solved that problem, and never realized that it was like one of the great unsolvable problems in mathematics. He's like, oh yeah, I did the homework, doing the problem. That's Ike right now. Just solving the unsolvable, doing the impossible here. Oh, I just thought that was the intended strat. Like, you're amazing. What the world? Oh my gosh. They had 2 Koopas on the screen, and that caused the great platform to despawn. That's so absurd. Like in the best way. I mean this with all compliments. In just the, oh my god, they're making a disco shell. I mean this with all compliments, but this is just some of the most absurd gameplay. Oh man, yo, we got Proto Pizza up here in the upper left. We got Shovda. We got Muzzle too. Everybody's doing well. Everybody's trying hard. Oh my word, that's so great. Oh man. Yeah, you know, the SMW Kaizo is not going anywhere. Not with fun like this to be had. Yeah, Muzzle definitely has the strat. Looks like the toughest thing for everybody is just that double shell overlap kill. That's the thing that's kind of getting in the way right now. And for that, you just really want to land on the right-hand side. Just get good enough to where, oh, Muzzle, that was it. This is the thing, you really, if you're bouncing on a moving shell, try to take note of where you actually hit the shell. Did you hit it on the left? Did you hit it on the right? Or did you hit it in the center? Those are all relatively distinct positions, and that can actually matter in a situation like this where you want to really hit it on the right side. So keep in mind, keep that in mind next time. Oh yeah, Ike, getting back in there. Are y'all doing okay? What's up? I hope you're well. Thanks for hanging out, making ROM Hack Races a little part of your Saturday. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Here goes Muzzle in the lower right. They're gonna get it. Yeah, let's go. Muzzle for the win, maybe. Gotta deal with that Chuck. Yo, no Chuck deaths yet. Nicely done, Muzzle. Almost to 50 on the goal tape too. GG. GG. But if y'all are just joining us and you have some questions or whatever, please feel free to ask. The gimmick in this level is sprite stacking. The Magic Koopa magic is stacked on top of the shell. Zaplex coming down here in the lower right. Geez, I feel for Shovda right now. She's doing exactly what your average Kaizo player would do. And it's really just one of those scenarios, like 9 times out of 10. Yeah, she's really doing so well with what she thinks this is. 9 times out of 10, if you're a Kaizo player and you see that shell and kicking Koopa, you're gonna kick the shell to the kicking Koopa. That is what you do most of the time. So yeah, I completely understand why she's trying the strat that she's trying. It's a little counterintuitive to try to throw the shell to the Koopa, but it's not a mean, it's just a tricky trick. You just kind of got to be like, oh yeah, drop the shell, yeah. Yo, it's Bleep Bloop Blorp 64. What's up in the lower right? Yeah, yo, I'd like to reiterate again, you know, for folks that would like to do more stuff with the Kaizo community or to, you know, contribute something, we are always looking for volunteers, ROM Hack Race volunteers, players, playtesters, scouts, restreamers. Folks are welcome to join the crew, help us out, make the races if you want. So feel free to reach out on Discord anytime. There's a spot for everybody if you want it. We could use some testers and restreamers for sure. If you're good at Kaizo or you just like playing it and you'd like to help us out, well, let me tell you. Let me make it cool for you. If you know okay, so I talk a lot about it. Like, what do the testers do? Okay, well, we've got this level this week, right? And we're doing the race, and then at the end of the race, we're gonna reset the racer list, and we're gonna, you know, change the maker and add the new maker to the tester channel on Discord. And then about tomorrow-ish, the maker's gonna drop their level, and then we're gonna ping the testers and say, hey, yo, testers, we got a new patch, right? And then all you gotta do is just like play through the level privately. Can't do it on stream because it's, you know, it's gotta be a secret for the race. Play through the level privately on your own time. Give some feedback. What did you think? Test it out. How did you think? Were you confused about something? Do you think some changes would be made? The goal of the testers is to act like a test audience and to try to manage the expectations of the racers. And we've learned over repeated collisions with this kind of thing that the best way to do that is to have some eyes on the level ahead of time. And so you play the level, you discuss it, we'll talk about it a little bit in the private tester channel, and then give it a rating. We got a bot, Kelgan's always helping us out with that. We got a bot, you can, right on Discord, just give the level ratings, execution, difficulty, whatever, and that's where we get our ratings from. The testers go through and do that each week. It really helps to get levels kind of race ready, because again, you know, we're making levels for a 2-hour Kaizo race. So the question really is, like, do you think a lot of players are going to get through this in 2 hours? How are they going to do with it? It's important to manage racer expectations. What we don't want is for people to not know what they're going to be doing. If you don't want to play a really tough level and you don't know what it's going to be, maybe you're going to sign up for the race and then get 5 minutes in and just say, oh, I can't do this, no problem. Maybe you only want to play tough levels. So yeah, that's kind of the point of the testers. That's the value. It's a very valuable thing. It really helps out in the races a lot. And I know the racers appreciate it. That would be, you know, would be a volunteer kind of deal, but if anybody's interested, hey, we would love to have more testers. Restreaming, is kind of this, well, not the same thing, but kind of another job that we have. Fen is helping us out with that right now. You're running the OBS that is broadcasting this onto the ROM Hack Race channel. You're communicating with the scouts and letting them know. The scouts will say, hey, this person's in the lead, and then you switch them in. You're running the little pre-show, get the music set up and start the pre-show. So if you're good with OBS, if you're familiar with streaming software and stuff, we can give you a little tutorial and learn you the system. That would be really super helpful. Scouts, of course, just people who hang out during the race and watch all the other streams. If you have a good internet connection and like watching Kaizo, you can help us out by being a scout. That is really super helpful too. We really appreciate that. So yeah, if y'all are interested, there's a place to go. There's a way to bring your skills to bear for the community, and where we all can contribute what we can to make this what it is. We all each do a little bit. We each add our own little thing. Some of us like doing one thing. Some are better than others at one thing or another, and we all bring our skills to create a whole cool thing. Just, you know, it's there. It's there for people that want a place to go. A lot of close contenders, but waiting for that clear. The secret dog picks are pretty cool. Yo, there it is. Oh my gosh, Ike. They had it. They had it. Is it Bleep Bloop Blorp? No! Oh, they're so close. Oh, they're so close. Oh man, Bleep Bloop Blorp, 64. Man, they are right there. They're gonna get it. Shoved up here, kind of trying to brain it. Trying to think. No, Ike. They're getting it though. They're gonna get it. This is good. Oh man, Endless Ascent managed to get a disco ride going there for a second. Seeing some great runs here from everybody. I'm just watching Ike set this up. Man. Oh, they're so close, man. I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering. I'm cheering in my heart and out loud a little bit. Oh, Bleep Bloop Blorp, no. They got the shell jump, but they swung way off to the right. Ah, jeez. I really like that. That's like a very, like, classic Kaizo kind of move. the shell jump to stall for time. Or the gray platform that moves away and you have to like jump off and jump back. I like that motif. Blue blorp. Oh man, they're right there. They're right there. This is, this is good stuff. This is what I really like about this. Is like people trying hard, man. We scheduled 2 hours for these broadcasts, and this is a tough level. Don't be fooled by the quick clears. This is Kaizo. There it is. Bleep blue blorp. Yeah, they're in there. They're in that door. Oh, watch out. Oh no. Yeah, no deaths. Still a perfect streak. No deaths on the final chuck. I like that. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Sub 2 hours, or sub 1 hour. Splendid. It's Ender of Games in the lower right. I gotta say thanks to Ender, because they were hanging out in my chat and they mentioned or sorry, that's Endless Ascent. I get them confused all the time. Endless Ascent is up there in the upper left. Ender of Games is also good, but Endless Ascent had a good suggestion for a strat in Luminescent that wound up saving like 3 seconds. It's awesome. Ike, there it is. There it is. Yes. Yeah, I can't believe it. They did it. Don't. No, 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 no. Oh God, no! Oh no! Oh jeez! Oh man! I'm not laughing at. Oh. Oh no! That was tragic. That was tragic. Oh no! I even said no one had died on the chuck yet. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I did that. Oh no. Yo, thank you for the raid. Bleep bleep blorp. Well played. Well played. Thanks for the raid. Good job tonight. Oh my gosh. Poor Ike. Oh no. And as I thought, there is not a checkpoint at that chuck room. Yeah, I kind of feel like, I don't know, that's okay. This was a tricky one to figure out, for sure. But you did very well. Oh yeah, look at that, Ike. They're back. Guess who's back? All right. This is you. It's all you, buddy. No! No! God, stop! No! No! Why is the world so cruel? Look how good they are, though. Look at that. They're right back. No, hold up. Third time's a charm. Okay, I'm gonna uncommentator curse them. Ike is definitely gonna die here. They're definitely not gonna make it. Yeah, no chance of this. All right. Wow. See, I fixed it. I uncommentated them. Good job. That was spectacular. That was like really fancy cheese that you have to or like special order, you know? It's like real fancy from like an artisanal cheesery. That's what they call them, right? Proto Pizza might need some artisanal cheese. It's endless Proto Pizzas shoved to Ender of Games. spaghetti. Sorry. But yo, once again, if y'all have any questions or anything, feel free to ask if you got here a little late and don't know what's up. There's only so many times I can like explain the exact same obstacle, but please, if you have questions, don't hesitate. That's my job. I'm here to make sure everybody understands what they're looking at. We got Zaplex, we got Shovda, we got Proto Pizza and Endless, and just so you understand, good players all around. What is Ender thinking here? I'm not sure. Oh, they're making a disco. I don't know about that. This is really what I'm learning here as a tester player is that it is really confusing when you have, for players, this is something I didn't even really think of. If you have a disco or have a shell and a kicking Koopa and you're not giving the shell to that kicking Koopa, tricky to figure out. Yeah, that's true. There's combinations of things that look like they might work. Yeah, it can be challenging to figure that out in an option paralysis kind of situation. This is a good strat from Shovda though. Even though she can't really progress, she can look at what's coming up and maybe use that information to figure out what ought to be done. Oh, Ender and Zaplex look like they have the right idea, but they're throwing the red shell, not dropping it. If they throw the red shell, it will have momentum after it leaves that 1F0, but if they drop it, it will wind up on the black anon blocks to the right where it needs to go. This is a tough brain level tonight for sure. Give props to all these racers for sticking with this. It can be really tough when you just like don't know what to do. And that can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Shovda though, trying some other ideas. That's what you gotta do. You keep throwing things at the wall. Are y'all having an okay Saturday? feeling good in this proverbial hood. I appreciate these strats from Shovda right now. She is very determined. Yo, meanwhile, Zaplex looks like they have an idea. Ender of Games, yeah, Ender Proto Pizza Shovda kind of just working on what to do here. This is, to be clear, like, we know because we've seen it, but if you're in this kind of situation, playing, trying to figure this out, it's not this easy. So some of the players make this look real smooth, but yeah, it's tough to figure out what needs to be done here. I don't think it is possible to jump between the magic and the death block to swing around to the platform. I don't think so. That platform is a 2-tile, so it's, yeah, if you look at Zaplex's screen, the tile to the left of that magic would be blocked by the ceiling of the gray platform. Yo, hey, fair question. What are the rules of the race? Well, at ROM Hack Races, it's a race, but it's a fun community event. You know, where the competition is just one little part of it. So, as far as rules go, there's really not a heck of a lot. The racers have no way of knowing what the level is. That was made and tested in secret. There has never been a situation where someone, like, saw the level ahead of time and used that to their advantage. That doesn't happen. It's not really a thing. We start at 8 p.m. You can't use save states. You can't, like, if you were to, like, get to a section and then save state, die, and then load your save state and try again, can't do that. Gotta play it RTA, and unless otherwise specified, not really looking at a clear video or anything. Sometimes we do put a clear video out if we feel like the level needs it, but most of the time we don't. That's a kind of a rare occurrence to have a video. So RTA only, no save states, but other than that, not really much. It's for fun. It's a fun community builder, so we all can play some Kaizo and have a good time and try our skills out, learn some new things, and it's less of a competition where, you know, the best and it's all about who won and this and that. There are, honestly, all the players on your screen right now are phenomenal Kaizo players, and they are just don't understand the obstacle right now. That thing. If I had a dragon coin for every time that happened to me, I would buy a whole ROM hack. Can the runners see each other? No. In theory, they can't. It may be that someone is listening to the restream or watching other racers. There's really not a way to prevent against that. So, you know, it's kind of like the spirit of the race is to do it on your own. So, yeah, it's up, you know, people do that. People respect that. But I don't think we've never really needed rules and really, you know, these are the rules and regulations for official Kaizo gameplay. You only must do this. Like, whatever. You know, the goal is accessibility. It's fun for a lot of people, so whatever emulator you use, cool. If you use console, cool. Whatever controller, fine, no problem. It's just, the goal is to just have an accessible way for people to play Kaizo. Which, they already could, but, it's like a fun community event. We get to all hang out, talk about it, learn about the level, see what's new. Lots of makers use ROM hack races as a place to debut a new idea or a cool little bit of ASM that they made. But it's much more, more a friendly competition. Friendly, we're all getting together and having a fun time rather than, this is the race. You must be the best in order to win the race. And that's important because the goal of ROM hack races is to be a landing place for people who might want to get into Kaizo or learn a little bit more about it, It's not just about who won the race. I know nobody's saying that. It's a clear mission statement. But right now we just got a little bit of confusion. Zaplex does kind of know what they want in this section, and some other folks are just working on figuring that out for themselves. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just not sure how to continually do commentary on the obstacles. Racers are working hard, trying to find a solution to the problem. And it's a tough problem, so give them some, let them cook, let them cook. Shovda has managed to do so much with this. Like, she's gotten so many different things to happen. It's pretty impressive. Ender, what in the... Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Ender, yeah, right? Like, you could kind of do that. And Ender has gotten all the way to the end, but yeah, they need the object in their hand to up-throw and destroy the magic. That was really impressive. Gotta say, that was really impressive that they got that to happen. That's really cool. They made a disco shell and they managed to surf it all the way to where they physically couldn't anymore. Yeah, and you know what? This is exactly why it's not all about the race, right? We see good players and they conquer the level really quickly, but then you watch the players who are doing some work on it, who are figuring things out, and if you pay attention, you see some really amazing plays. Like, it hardly, honestly, it hardly matters that, okay, so that wasn't what you do, right? You don't actually make a disco and surf it that far. Okay, fine. But it's really cool that they got that to work. Look, they're doing it again. They got it to work again. I think that's really cool. That's skill, That's also skill coming out, just not quite for the thing we need it for. But it's cool to see. She's shoved her. Man, she is so just talented. Difficulty rankings for this one. Execution was rated 6 out of 10. Complexity is rated 5 out of 10. The racers know there are 2 sections, and those 2 sections are rated 4 out of 10 for length. I didn't play this one actually. No, normally I test throughout the week. I was having a week and wasn't able to test, so the testing team did a good job with this one though. I don't know if I would have had much to add, but no, this is actually my first time seeing this as well. Man, she's doing so well at what she is trying to do. Yeah, maybe. Oh, wow. Wow, I get Shovda's plan here. Wow. She's gonna try to use the shell twice, standing on the block to let that happen. Yee, wow. Oh, jeez. Man, Shovda is like right there. Like, she has everything. She's just not dropping the shell. Like, that's the one bit. Like, here she is. She's gonna do, and then she up throws. Oh, man, it's one of those, like, you're so close, actually. Oh, no, just drop it. Just, you can do it. You can do it. I know it. I believe in you. Drop it. Drop the shell. Drop it. You can do it. Let's cheer everybody on. Whoa, Ender, what's your thought here? What in the world? These are some wacky strats people are coming up with, but I like to see it. This is an interesting, yeah, where it's uncertain what the strat is, because what the strat is actually pretty chill. It's not necessarily a really tough thing to do, but getting to the point where you figure it out is the challenging part. Sometimes I kind of agree with that. Like, sometimes, and I say this as a player, I'm not especially clever. I honestly don't think that I don't figure things out very often, actually. I routinely just don't know what to do, and I'm just like, I don't get it. That's a different kind of skill altogether, and sometimes Kaizo does challenge more of the mental side of things. That just, there's a fair but cleverly obscured way to get through the obstacles, and you're not gonna get much farther until you figure out what that is. Having the skill and the determination to stick with that and figure it out is admirable. And hey, you know, I really appreciate hearing from folks about what you like and what you're enjoying with ROM hack races. Don't forget that we, on our Discord, do have like a feedback forum. I would love to hear more about just what y'all are thinking. How are you doing? How do you like the races? What would you like to see? You know, time zones are one thing. It's challenging to get a group of volunteers together to do all of this, you know, at any given time. Shovda, yeah, everybody realizing they need something to throw. Yo. But I'd love to hear from folks what you'd like to see, what you enjoy. If you have feedback for us or you want to reach out, the Discord is right there for you. What is it? Yeah, what is it gonna be here? Shoved him, maybe with an idea. Oh, Zaplex. So very close. Zaplex in the upper, oh, in the upper left. Yo, keep your eye on Zaplex. I think they're gonna get it. And while we're hanging, I want to let you know, don't forget to follow the racers. Maybe you're looking for a little more Kaizo in your Saturday night or throughout the week. There are a lot of really cool folks streaming Kaizo SMW on Twitch. Feel free to drop a follow. You know, all the racers are out here showing what they've got. They would love to see folks come in and say, hey, I saw you on ROM Hack Races, you did great. That feels real good. That's a nice way to make all your favorite streamers happy. So drop a follow ROM Hack Races, follow everything. Well, you don't have to follow everything. That would be a little overwhelming. Yeah, I hope y'all had a good Halloween. Hope it was all spooky and fun. Oh, Zaplex, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. This is a tough one. It's a tough one tonight. But I hope y'all are having fun. No, Fast Retry has been around for a while. Probably since 2016-ish, maybe earlier. Some of the very old Kaizos. Heck, even my first hack had Fast Retry. Some of the very old Kaizos didn't. But no, Fast Retry, it's fairly old at this point. I would say it's fairly old. Some hacks don't use it on purpose. Some hacks just prefer the slow retry. Some makers prefer that. But no, Fast Retry is one of those kind of foundational patches that is normally like one of the first things you apply to any base ROM. But you know, if you're interested in making ROM hacks, well, we've got a deal for you. How would you like an awesome base ROM with tons of patches and tons of cool stuff, and it makes life a lot easier for you so you can get started making or get started beating the level like Zaplex in the upper left? Well earned. Well earned. Zaplex, watch out for that Chuck, my friend. Okay, we're good. No Chuck. Chuck is out of here, and so is Zaplex. GG, that was very good. Good determination, they got it. But yeah, check out the ROM Hack Races base ROM, made by Ampersand and Co. from ROM Hack Races, and it starts you out with patches, quality of life changes to the ROM, extra graphics and custom sprites and things that help out, and it makes the process of going from Nothing to starting your first ROM hack project a lot easier. If you're interested in learning more about lunar magic or how to use the tools with that, please check out the Discord and check out the ROM Hack Race's base ROM. It's not really a ROM, it's just a patch that you apply to your ROM. I don't know where to get any ROMs. You'll have to find that on your own. When did the actual, well, okay, when did the first Kaizo get released? Well, actually, that's an interesting question. You've activated my area of special interest. With the final four here, it's Endless, Shovda, Proto Pizza, and Ender of Games. Give them a hand. So, it's a long and fascinating story, actually. Kaizo SMW, what we call Kaizo, can be traced back to a single maker, T. Takamoto, who made Making My Friend Play Through My Mario Kaizo in 2007. It was first released on Nico Duga at the time, and it went pretty viral, and that's what we all know as the early, what we call A-hole Mario video. It was an early viral video that came out. That was Takamoto's Kaizo 1. Now, we can trace the origins of Kaizo much farther back, actually. But what we call Kaizo, the modern age, you know, this whole Kaizo thing, can kind of be traced back to T. Takamoto. Now, there were other makers making hard Mario stuff in Mario World before that. Lots of them. But none of them were making the style of level that T. Takamoto popularized. And that type of style is more correctly, I think, more correctly termed hard SMB1 style Mario World. Because in Mario World Vanilla, the levels are not linear. You could go over the obstacle, you could go under the obstacle, you could take some power-ups maybe, you could bring a Yoshi. You have options of which way to go and what to do. And what T. Takamoto introduced is something that's more often found in Mario 1, which is a very strictly linear design in the levels. And what I mean by that is a phrase that I've come to call singular through line of motion. In a normal Mario World game, there's a gap, you know, or an obstacle or something. And maybe you could go over it, maybe you could go under it. Maybe you could take a power and damage boost, and then you don't even have to deal with it. But in Kaizo, there's in Takamoto's conception of the game, there is only one thing to do. You can sort of think of it like Ninja Warrior, right? You can't really go around you just have to climb the rope. There's no other way to do that. The one way up is to climb the rope. And so this type of linear single solution obstacle, this singular through line of motion, is what has come to be typical of Kaizo. It's not a rule that Kaizo requires that at all, but that is what's come to typify the genre. So, fun fact, Kaizo could be said to be much older. We're talking about T. Takamoto, but the first ever Super Mario ROM hack was released in 1986. Believe it or not, hackers in 1986 created a device that could hack Famicom disc games and modify them into something new. It wasn't like Lunar Magic. It was painfully tedious. I mean, absolutely painfully tedious. Imagine if you wanted to write a novel, but you couldn't actually just sit down at your computer or typewriter. Instead, you had to grab an existing novel and turn it into your novel by changing the letters one by one in every single word to make it say a new thing. That's kind of what hacking Mario 1 back in the day was like. But really smart and really dedicated people did do it. And the first ever modified Mario game that we could ever find, I have never been able to find an earlier historical example of this. This is a specific area of research of mine. I wrote an article about this, the Video Game History Foundation cites it, and Wikipedia cites it as a source, actually. The oldest Mario we can possibly find is called Tonkachi Mario. It's a ROM hack of SMB1, and it was made in 1986 by, we don't know, a mysterious individual. We have no idea who they are, and their origins are obscured in mystery because hacking was kind of illegal. You know, it was like a big deal. They were current gen hackers back in the day, so they kept their identities kind of obscured. They didn't talk about what they were doing too much. They used codes. They spoke in Japanese, which is really hard to translate, you know, on my own. So we don't know. The first ever modified Mario, we don't even know who made it, but you can still play it. You can do a quick search and find Tonkachi Mario and check it out. Well, here's the thing. Now we distribute patch files. If you go on SMW Central, there are no ROMs on SMW Central. None of Nintendo's material. We don't own Mario. We don't own the characters, we don't own the game, but none of Nintendo's copyrighted material is hosted on that site. All the patches are blueprints, computer instructions that don't contain any code of Mario World or any of Nintendo's proprietary things, simply instructions that the computer uses to turn an existing ROM of Mario World into the modified ROM. That's not any of Nintendo's property. They don't own that. Furthermore, Nintendo vs. Galoob in the 80s established the precedent that we are allowed to modify software that we own. Provided you own and extract the ROM of Mario World yourself, I own my Mario World cartridge and got my ROM, I am allowed to modify that however I see fit. It's mine. I bought it. So from those two prongs, we seem to be okay. We are not, you know, we are not. Now granted, you know, I mean, the community looks over its shoulder, to be sure, but we don't break the rule. We don't host any of, you know, just I mean, I figure everybody gets this, but just to be clear, we don't host ROMs. ROMHackRaces.com does not host any ROMs or any of Nintendo's proprietary stuff. SMW Central does not. People, you know, we actually have a bot that will like delete ROMs. If you post a ROM on our server, it will be automatically deleted and detected by the bot. We don't allow that. That's not allowed. So, you know, we do, no, do not try it. Don't do it. You will be deleted and it is not allowed to be posted. We police that. We stick up for that. So, you know, they don't have a leg to stand on, really. Granted, you know, I say this as a Kaizo streamer. If someday they decided like, hey, ROM hacks, you can't stream them anymore, like that's it, my career is over. You know, I gotta find something else. You know, I've built my whole thing on this. I say this as a Kaizo streamer full time, but that's what we have in our corner. So even if they don't, you know, they don't like it, whatever, there's nothing that can be done because at least as far as we've understood it, we are not breaking the rules. We're kind of getting off on a technicality, sure, but it's allowed. You can modify your own ROM and you can distribute blueprint files that tell the computer how to modify that ROM in a particular way. Lunar Magic doesn't contain any of Nintendo's proprietary stuff. It doesn't have Mario World in there. When you distribute Lunar Magic, you're not distributing anything that Nintendo owns. It's a program that hacks a given file that you have presumably extracted from a cartridge of Mario World that you've purchased. So, you know what I mean? It's all kind of, that's how we've been able to survive doing this for as long as we have. As far as we've understood it, there really isn't a legal leg to stand on there. But to clarify, back in the day, you know, in the 80s, in the 90s and such, when this SMB1 ROM hacking was taking off, they didn't have that. They didn't have that, you know, it was distributing ROMs. It was that kind of thing. Patches and all this kind of technology didn't come until later. So that's part of the reason why early Mario hacking history is really obscured, and a lot of mystery and details are scarce. No one was taking notes. Nobody wanted to reveal them. You know what I mean? If to take notes on the subject would be to say, hey, I'm me and I'm hacking this game. I have heard rumors in my research that arrests were made back in the day from some stuff, because you got to remember, in the 80s, NES was current gen. You know, it was completely current gen information. I don't think Nintendo would look so kindly on a device that was hacking the Switch right now. You know what I mean? Buy this thing, plug it into your Switch, and you know you'll hack it or whatever. I don't know how great they'd feel about that, but that it was that. You know, nowadays it's older, it's abandonware. They don't make, you know, Super Mario. Well, they put it on the Virtual Console, but you know what I mean? It was different times. So a lot of hacking history, a lot of Mario hacking history in particular, is very obscured. You're literally, I mean, what I had to do the research for Tonkachi was, like, use the Wayback Machine to get on old Japanese ROM hacking forums, and then line by line, using DeepL, translate what was being said, and then try to put that information together. It's a miracle I even found out about Tonkachi in the first place. But if you want, I have the article, if you'd like to read a little bit more about Kaizo history. I have been told I'm one of Kaizo's eminent historians, and I have an article if you'd like to read it. Yo, Proto Pizza looking good for that ending. Sure, let me link it for you. I find it pretty fascinating. And what I really wanted to do was, you know, give us a good origin. You know, give us a cool origin story that we can... Everyone likes lore and legend, you know? Anyway, here you go. The Complete History of Kaizo Mario. By me, GlitchCat. Shoved a... She's worked herself into doing a strat that, like, needs to jump through that. I don't know if that jump is even gonna work. I don't know, man. Shovda's doing so consistently at that, but I don't know if that's... I don't know if she can make that jump. Oh, there was internet. Oh, there was internet. I mean, as far back as like the 70s. There was, I mean, they had rudimentary Usenets and IRCs and message boards and stuff in the 70s and 80s. It just wasn't as powerful, but it was around. There was rudimentary. I mean, heck, the Satellaview had, you know, internet capability for a console. There was some rudimentary amount of internet in the late 70s, you know, early 80s. They certainly had some of that. Computers were more expensive. They were slower. Modems were slow, but it was there. Well, no, I mean, you could find, there were plenty of, I mean, I went over tons of Japanese hacking forums and things from like the mid 90s, early 2000s, kind of. It was around. And there were IRL communities and magazines. There was a Famicom hacking magazine that I'd like to learn a little bit more about. There was, if you read the article, there's rumors of this shop in like Osaka or something that was like sold a lot of, it's the backup Koyatsu technical magazine. I'd love to find issues of this. One time I ordered a copy of Bug Boy 256 World, but it never showed up. Does Internet Archive have anything from it? Anything from what? Sorry, maybe I don't understand the question. From the from the magazine. I haven't dug in. If you're asking about the what's the thing called? Hang on, I have to look at my own article. It's the literal last thing in the article. Anecdotal evidence from Hallie. A friend of mine reached out to a friend of theirs. Yeah, who knows a great deal about Famicom piracy, clones, hacking, and hacking. I2, the company that made Tonkachi, was originally a shop in Osaka City. At the time they lived in Osaka, it was somewhat famous. I've never been there, though. Tonkachi Editor was famous among Famicom hackers. Its ads were often found on Backup Katsuyo Technic magazine, which was sort of a bible among Famicom hackers of those days. Name was the most famous writer on the magazine. I think he was the first person writing about the inside of the Famicom from the results of reverse engineering. The magazine started in 1985, and the second issue, November 1985, featured a lot of his articles related to Famicom, including circuit diagrams and how to add rapid-fire modification, stereo modification, and how to make backup cartridges. As far as I know, there was the first tool of its kind. Tonkachi Editor first appeared in the 8th edition of the magazine, October 1987. I don't know anything related to the supposed creator of Tonkachi. Only thing I know is Tonkachi Editor was commercialized from the results of the Famicom program contest held by Ayatsu, which was announced on the 7th issue. I'm sure I2 didn't have any connection to Nintendo. Backup Katsuyo Technic was completely based on unofficial info and was filled with a lot of ads for underground software and hardware. So it was like an underground Famicom hacking magazine where like hobbyists would reverse engineer it. It wasn't Nintendo. It was literal hobbyists going in and being like, how does this thing work? And they were early hardware modders. They were like it said, they were adding stereo sound. They were adding rapid fire modules to their controllers. They were making backup copies of the games. You know, they were just doing very, very rudimentary hacking things from what they could figure by just buying one and opening it up and knowing something about electrical engineering and figuring out how it worked. But it really goes to show that, you know, you look at like Mario Wonder, right? You know, and that's like being hacked immediately. People are getting it off the kiosk demo and stuff. And it's like some things never change, you know? Like if you go all the way back to 1986, there are people buying Famicoms specifically just to open them up and see what makes them tick and, you know, mess with them because they're curious. You know, some things never change. But Kaizo history is really just mysteries wrapped in enigmas, wrapped in paradoxes. We don't know who made Tonkachi Editor. We don't know who created Tonkachi. Someone had to program Tonkachi Mario. We don't know who that is. We barely know who Takamoto is. We have no idea who Kiba is. It's all just mysteries all the way down. And I really like that about it, actually. It makes Kaizo history fascinating and exciting. Because the deeper you go, the more questions you get instead of answers. We might have found the original Mario hack, but where did it come from? Where did this come from? So thanks. It's a fascinating little history lesson. Thanks for indulging me. And you know, the interesting thing about Tonkachi Mario, you know, Cosmic, the celebrated SMB runner Cosmic, has a good playthrough video of Tonkachi on his YouTube. And the interesting thing about Tonkachi, Proto Pizza is so close. The interesting thing about Tonkachi Mario is it's a Kaizo. It's a Kaizo. Tonkachi Mario requires the player to use really specific and interesting glitches. In some cases, glitches that you would not have been able to find if you were only playing the original SMB1. They're not available. You literally can't do it. So not only is Tonkachi the first Mario hack, but it was made by someone who had an immense amount of knowledge about glitch tech in that game. Ways to clip through walls, ways that pipes can send you to the wrong area. They learned a lot about that, and it kind of puts the whole timeline of SMB1 tech discovery on its head, because here are players in 1987 who knew things like screen scrolling will cause you to wrong warp in a pipe. They already knew that, and that's 1987. That's before speedrunning, before any of this happened, and there were players in Japan who hacked the game and figured these things out. So not only is Tonkachi interesting in that it's the first Mario ROM hack, and that's just cool, but it's a really good Mario ROM hack. It's really good, and it makes use of really deep glitches and things. It does everything that a modern ROM hack would do. It's Kaizo any way you slice it. But to get back to the race here, we're just working. These racers are just working hard. Ender of Games looks like they have the right idea. Shoved is just out on a wing and a prayer, and we're wishing the best for her. Endless Ascent, thinking it through. And Proto Pizza, I think they've got the right plan. Yup, there's that drop. You love to see it. You know, it really, I just want to be so clear that, like, everybody does this. The best of the best Kaizo players will still get hung up occasionally on what the strat is. I do that all the time. I just don't want to, like, oh, they're bad, they're playing badly or whatever. No, they just didn't understand something. Now she gets it. You know, it's not really a skill issue in that way. Watch Shovda get this in like 5 minutes. I'm guessing 5 minutes or less. She's got the strat now. Yeah, she's got the strat. Yeah, it's over. No, it's over. It's over. It is over. Yeah, it's over. Shovda's got it. I love this. Such great work. Go follow Shovda. She's very kind and cool and really good at Kaizo and works really hard on her stream. Twitch.tv/Shovda. Oh, it's over. Dude, it's over. She's got the strat. It's over. Yeah, it's over. She knows it. We're gonna get it. That's awesome. That's the determination. Sometimes that more than a 5-minute sight read is what makes good Kaizo, you know? Oh, Ender. Oh, they were right there. Dude, everybody's getting it. Look at this. Yo, Proto Pizza. The lights are on. Oh, this is so great. Oh, Ender, what you got there? Little disco shell kind of stuck there. Yeah, this is it, yo. People got it. Yes, I love this. Proto Pizza. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shoved is there with the shell. We could get it. These are the final 4, and I'm holding out hope for a full clear here. We schedule 2 hours on Saturdays for these broadcasts. Racers can go longer if they want, but we got 2 hours for our volunteer time. Oh yeah, it's over, man. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Oh, Ender and Shovda. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. The fuse has been lit. The countdown has started. Ooh! Yeah, it's coming now. Proto Pizza. Shoved her in the upper left, upper right. Yes! Yeah! Let's go! Yo, I want to see some big hype in chat for Shovda. Oh, what you doing? What you doing? I gotta kill that Chuck. I got it. Make sure. Yeah, make sure that Chuck's out of here. Yo, that's awesome. Look, you know what? Okay, I want to really be clear. That is not bad gameplay. That is just, she didn't know what to do, and then as soon as she figured it out, she won. You know, like, that is Kaizo, and I want to use this to illustrate the fact that getting hung up on an obstacle doesn't necessarily mean bad gameplay. Nobody's saying that already, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. I'd say if I had a dragon coin for every single obstacle in Kaizo I didn't know what it was, I'd buy a whole Mario factory and 5 for all my friends. So, yeah, look at that. Once the light bulb came on, it was just like, oh, drop the show. But no, don't feel bad. You know, never feel bad for not knowing something. That's how the game is played. We got Endless Ascent, we got Ender of Games, and Proto Pizza hanging out here. The final 3. I bet we're gonna see some more clears too. And hey, maybe you could be the next clear on the next race. We have these every Saturday at 8 p.m. and the races are open to anyone who wants to participate. We're always looking for volunteers and people on our crew to join this scurvy crew. So if you don't have scurvy and you have some extra oranges or whatever, give it a try. It's pretty fun. I don't know who our maker next week is, but it's gonna be awesome. I think we got a Shovdo level coming up here pretty soon, so she'll get a chance to take revenge. We have really seen some great clears tonight. We got Ike's big, amazing, super cheese, Shovda's incredible determination, Proto Pizza getting so close, Ender of Games. Oh, it's right here, dude. We're gonna get it. We got 12 minutes left before the top of the hour. That's more than enough time. I think they got it. So, how's everybody been enjoying Mario Wonder? I haven't seen a lot of Kaizo hacks get submitted lately. I think everybody's off in the Flower Kingdom. Fire 150 next week, gonna be awesome. I think everybody's waiting for that Grand Poo World 3 to come out too. Proto Pizza on the bottom of the screen. Couldn't get the turn back fast enough for that shell. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. It's really an honor to do these. Really fun, some of my favorite parts of the week. And it's cool that you make ROM hack races a little part of your Saturday. So how long is it going to be before someone ports the Piranha Plant song into SMW? I've heard some awesome covers of that. Man, people are going ham with that on YouTube. There's some great piano covers. There's a cool like dance remix version. It's awesome. Da 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 da. It's just like it's like playing constantly in my head, like all the time. Someone made a really good here, I'll link it in chat. Someone made a really cute little like 8-bit remix of the Piranha Plant song with like old school graphics and old school sound font. Here, it's awesome. Yo, you know what else is awesome? Oh my gosh, I look away for 1 second. No, football, don't mess with my friend Proto Pizza. Don't do that! Why would you do that to my friend? Rude of you. Rude of you, Chuck. Sheesh. We got it now, though. Protos, they're right here. They're here. Oh. Yeah, I guess the kicker on the team doesn't really get a lot to do, you know? Chucks? You mean old school bull rushes? I like that in Mario, well, I don't want to spoil it. Well, it was in the trailer, but still. I like how they gave the Sumo Brothers new jobs. Like, the Sumo Brothers have managed to find work in this challenging modern world. Pushing stuff around. Sorry, kid, my stomping days are done. I don't make lightning with my foot like I used to anymore. Now I'll just push things. Oh, Ender, they were so close, they just tried to up throw the shell too close to the wall. You know, it actually does kind of make me surprised that we haven't already had a Proto Pizza. Yo, that was clean. Oh, no! It surprises me that we haven't had a hack called Mario Wonder. That is conceivably a name that someone could have used for a ROM hack, you know? We've got Invictus and Love Yourself and all Mario's Existential Dread. You know what I mean? Like, Mario Wonder is conceivably a name that someone could have come up with. Oh yeah, Proto Pizza. No, don't bonk that toe again. All right, Proto Pizza back here in the bottom with the Chuck. Whoa, watch out, those footballs bounce unpredictably on slopes. Oh yeah, there it is, big 24. Big GG, Proto Pizza, well earned. Hard fought. Fun fact, that exit room with the Chuck is Vanilla Secret. Vanilla Secret 2, I think? But it's from the Vanilla game. It's just an unmodified Vanilla area. VS1, thank you. Thank you. And here I am calling myself the Mario historian. Yeah, Vanilla Secret 1, thank you. The vertical level. People use the spring to get into the pipe early on the speed run. I couldn't think of the word speed run. Hey, Proto Pizza, thank you for the raid. Well played tonight. Really well played. Good job. You know, you weren't even the only one. You weren't even the only one to die to that Chuck. Their footballs are rough. They'll get you. They'll get you. Just think of how happy that Chuck was. He waited at the end of the level that whole time and was like, yeah, I got him. That Chuck went home and like told all his friends, like, I got one. I got him today. They're all like buying him a beer right now, like, dude, you got him, you got one, yeah, bro. You know, think of how happy the Chuck is. Oh, Ender, they're right here. They just gotta be a little quicker. Get that shell back into their hands a little bit faster. You know, this is a joke, but you know, I work at retail a lot, and when you're working in retail, you get a lot of customers, you know, right? And it's easy when people pay with cash. You know, I say like, oh hey, that'll be $16.50, and they pull out like a little bag and they take $16.50 in cash out and they put it down. You know what? It's really annoying when people come through and they try to use like a card, like a gift card, or even worse, a Visa card. You know, I'm really sick of all these charging Chucks. Ender, We are down to 1, and they are very close. Oh, did someone do it? Wait, who did it? Oh, yo, nice. The Mario Wonder Underground. Mario Wonderground. Awesome. You love that underground theme. I want to learn that little intro, that little arpeggio on my guitar. Do 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 do. That's a really fun one. I want to be able to like bust that out anytime. Oh, yo, speaking of busting out, in just the right time, Ender of Games. Oh, but watch out. Yeah! Woo! Nicely done. And that is a full clear for all of our racers. That's awesome. Thank you, racers. Thank you, Maker. Blaagon tonight, our Maker. That is a wrap. Thank you so much to everyone who helped out with this. Mithrillionaire, Sulfur X, RB Pimlico, Testing, Blue Ribbon High Life, Kelgan, Fen, and Starlord, Scouting, Fen running the restream, Dr. No in chat helping us out, modding things, keeping things under control, Kelgan with the bot, D4 helping us out with tech behind the scenes. RomHackRaces.com is the website for you if you want to get involved with our community, volunteer, help us out, learn more about Kaizo, jump on the Discord, download a patch, play the levels for yourself, all this and more on RomHackRaces.com. I have been GlitchCat, you have been you, and we are going to go off on a raid now. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We finished just in time. We're going to send it over to Shovda tonight. She's playing some SMW. She's really cool and talented. You're going to like their stream. Thank you for hanging out, y'all. I will hope to see you back again next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another RomHack race. For my community, I will probably see y'all tomorrow, and maybe see you around the Kaizo community on Twitch. Thanks for hanging out. You matter. Your thoughts matter, your heart matters, your feelings matter, you matter to other people in your lives, and you matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 long way for it, and the people that matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, we know LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled and autistic lives matter, and you too. Hope to see you around the RomHack community and maybe on the RomHack Races Discord. Thank you all so much for hanging out, for being a part of this, and thank you to the volunteers that help make this possible. Please, if you want, come join our team, hang out with us, and I hope to see you around tomorrow, or next week, or whenever, for another RomHack race. Keep it cool, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.